This has got to be the fourth time I record this, and I don't think things will ever really be settled or normal. But hi, kumusta everyone? I hope you have a kid. Hi everyone, I am havokkhead, and today we're doing the 20 Bookish Questions Tag. I was sort of tagged by some guys Abram because I watched a video of theirs and I thought they were funny and aesthetic on that one, and I think you should go and check them out. And they said that maybe I should do it as well, and here I am. The 20 Bookish Questions Tag starts with: how many books are too many books in a series? I think it depends on how the world of the books in the story is introduced, because some stories feel like they're dragged on and some stories feel like there's never enough books. For me, I'm a big fan of the In Death series, which has more than 50 books, as well as a previous big fan of the Nancy Drew series, which are more like notebooks, more like short stories, right? So those kind of always make sense because they're built to be a series, and they make sense and they never feel too long. But the In Death series, those are built to be series. I think as long as the writer is good enough or is passionate enough about a series, it's never really too long. I don't really get the limitation of books unless the story truly doesn't fit 50 books or you can't make up new arcs for the characters. I think you can stretch it out for as long as you can, and if you're good at it, it's not going to feel like it's stretched out. It's going to feel like it's always meant to be. That's how I feel about that. But I wonder, I want to know more about how people feel about books with 50, about series that have 50 books in them, because I love them. Question number 2. How do you feel about cliffhangers? I am a big fan of BBC Sherlock, and every single one except for the last season of BBC Sherlock had a cliffhanger. So I'm just gonna have to say that I love the wait. I love the anticipation and the excitement that comes with cliffhangers. Oh, of course, I use Sherlock as an example, but that applies in everything, really. Question number 3. Hardback or paperback? I aspire to one day have a library-like collection of books, and though I don't want to be discriminatory when it comes to paperback books, because I do have many of them, I have a love for paperback. I have a love for hardcover books because they just feel more, stable in my hands. I don't know. I think they're prettier and bigger letters most of the time. So honestly, they're prettier most of the time and they have bigger letters most of the time. And that's how I like to read. Question number 4. Favorite book? Oh. My favorite book is 6 of Crows by Lady Bardugo. Oh, who is she? My favorite book is 6 of Crows by Lady Bardugo. As I have always said, it's like somebody wrote my soul, because I mean it, I really do. And question number 5, least favorite book from the same author, Shadow and Bone. I think, I'm not gonna explain it. It's just my least favorite book. Question number 6, love triangles, yes or no? If it's well done, again, yes. If not, hard no. Question number 7, the most recent book you just couldn't finish. I have it right here. I don't know if it's stress from real life. I don't know if it's because of the book itself. I have restarted reading it because I want a fresh new look on everything, but I started reading this in April? I can't remember exactly when, and now it's September. I don't know why, I've just been stumped with this one. Question number 8. A book you're currently reading. A book I'm currently reading is, let me show you, hold on a moment. It's right here. Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. These are the 2 books that I am currently reading at the moment. I have started many other books like a lot of the years I have not finished, but these are the 2 I'm focusing on. Question number 9. The last book you recommended to someone. The last book I recommended to someone was Naked in Death by J.D. Robb from my favorite series ever, the In Death series. Let me just put my books back. I recommended them to a friend who wanted to read something that was different from what they usually read. And the In Death series has been ongoing for a few. What has it been more than a decade? It's got to be more than a decade now. It's got romance and mystery. It's crime, mystery, romance, which I freaking love. And Naked in Death has a lot of hard-hitting topics within it, but it's a little bit of a comfort read for me. Question number 10. The oldest book you've read. Oh, published date. I believe, I don't know exactly when this was published. Hamlet. This is Hamlet and King Lear. I cannot remember, but Hamlet by freaking Shakespeare. Does that count as a book? It does, doesn't it? Yeah, it should. Well, I don't know what else would be. I could say the Bible, but that's the first thing that my mind goes to, but I'm pretty sure that's not the oldest published one. But I cannot think of anything else, because I haven't read that many classic books. Okay, 11. Question number 11. Newest book you've read, published date. Rule of Wolves. Yeah, quick answer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Rule of Wolves. Question number 12. Favorite author. My favorite author is Arthur the Aardvark. No, my favorite author is J.D. Robb, the author of the In Death series. Question number 13. Buying books or borrowing books? If I could borrow books, I would. If I could just go to a library and borrow them, I would. I already borrow books from my mother, but I also like owning books for my collection, you know, for the extensive library, Beauty and the Beast collection, that's the word I was looking for, that I just said. If libraries were more accessible where I lived, I would just live in them and I'd borrow them. I'd borrow the books, I'd pay whatever I needed to pay for the membership and I'd borrow them, but they're not. It costs a lot to go to libraries, so buying books it is. Question number 14. A book you dislike that everyone else seems to love. Huh. I can't think of any other than Shadow and Bone. I don't know that many people really actively love Shadow and Bone, rather than love the idea of it and where it has come. But it's Shadow and Bone for me. Question number 15. Bookmarks or dog ears? As I'm sure you've already seen, I use a handkerchief or like a bandana thing to mark the books, the pages that I'm about to read, but also this. I like bookmarks better. Not that I would judge anyone that dog-eared books, not like I haven't ever done that. I use a normal one, and then 10 pages in, I have a fold of the handkerchief, and then 10 pages after that I have another one. This is just to keep, oh well, it's one handkerchief but like folded across 10 pages because I want to be able to keep track of how far I've read, you know, so that I can read faster. I find that helps. Question number 16. A book you can always reread. Any book from the In Death series, particularly as I mentioned Naked in Death because that's the first one. I know they are hard-hitting, but to me, J.D. Robb writes them in a way that I can read them, no matter how gruesome it is, no matter how jarring it is to read from the murderer's point of view. I still love them. Question number 17. Can you read while listening to music? I can, though I do prefer if the music doesn't have any lyrics, and if it does have it in a language I'm not that familiar with, or a language that I'm learning maybe, because I feel like I love listening to music and also understanding the lyrics behind them, because I feel like I hadn't done that for I've only started doing that in the last couple of years, and I realized, oh, every song has a story of its own, and I cannot believe I just started doing that, or like later in my teen years. So whenever I listen to a song with lyrics, I feel like, and reading a book at the same time, I feel like I'm going through two different stories at the same time, and it confuses me. But mostly I like to listen to ambient sounds or music while I read, spooky ones, which is nice. It doesn't matter if I'm reading something spooky or doing something spooky in general, but I just love listening to that. Question number 18. One point of view or multiple point of views? I'm a big fan of multiple point of views because I love experiencing the layout of a world and its land from different people. But if it's a well done single point of view, like for example The Hunger Games, I'm up for it. Question number 19. Do you read a book in one sitting or over multiple days? This is why it takes me so long to read a book, because if I try so hard to start a book on a day off, because if I can just do nothing on one, and by a day I don't have a job. I would say I don't have I mean I stream, that's technically the only job that I have, and I make YouTube videos, but like these are more like hobby jobs, so I wish I could be like full-time, but if I don't have any editing planned or any streaming planned for it one day, if I pick up a 500 page book, I can finish it on the same day. And also I feel like it takes me so long to finish them because I don't have either don't have many of those, or it's a bonding day with my family and I can't just bring my book around. So if it's most of the time I read books across multiple days and obviously like multiple months, sometimes years. That's why I started this entire thing, because I want to like put myself on the spot, like go read it, because you know you'll enjoy it and you know you'll have a great time, but you're not putting yourself there and now you've wasted a bunch of money. Go read it, go read your book, you know? I'm trying not to be loud because it's 23:54. Question number 20. Do you like lending your books out? No, I don't like lending anything to people, even though I feel like I should. I have no idea why. I have a problem with sharing things, even though I like to be kind and gracious, because people are kind and gracious to me, so I'm just like, but at the same time, like, that's mine, so like, I don't know if nobody has ever asked to borrow my books, but books I co-own with my mom have been borrowed and have never been returned, and I'm still bothered. Anyway, yeah, that's how I feel. This was fun. This was nice. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying for as long as you have. I have been Havoc. If you decide to do this tag, well, I'm tagging you, whoever you are you're watching. And if either Rachel or Yayevi popped by and decided to go as deep as now, watching this video, I tag you guys, and I hope you'll do it, wherever you'd like to do it, on your channel, on the comments, on a blog, on a stream, I don't know. Just tell me when, because I'd love to know what your answers are to these. But yeah, I have been Havoc. I stream on Twitch. My full schedule is on my Twitch channel, linked below. I make art and emote commissions, And that's it. Thank you for watching. Keep the vids. Bye. Also, thank you to all my subs. Thank you to all my subs. I appreciate you. Bye.